All right, Fox 5 Health News. We've often heard that too much sitting around can lead to weight gain, but a new study apparently shows that's not the case.
Hey, joining us now is Fox 5 medical contributor Dr. Devi Nampiaparampil of NYU Medical School.
Give anything long enough and we'll come to the opposite conclusion,
really
just as you get your stand-up desk for your office.
Yeah.
We've heard so much about this.
Hi.
Hey, well, don't get rid of the stand-up desk yet. So there's a couple different things from this study. It's an analysis of about 23 different studies put together. So we used to think that the bad effects of sitting, which they have been shown. So people are more at increased risk for heart disease, for diabetes, all kinds of complications. We used to think it was just sort of because if you sat a long time, you could gain weight, and then that weight gain is what put you at risk, right? So there's a couple things with this study. It shows that actually, even if you sit for a long time, it doesn't necessarily mean that you'll gain weight. So that's sort of like good news for folks who have, sedentary jobs like most of us, right, where we're sitting quite a bit. But on the flip side, it means that something else is still causing you to be at risk for those things, right?
True.
So we think it's more related to the muscle, for example, that if you don't use your muscles, then they may secrete different chemicals, they may cause other things to happen and changes that still put you at risk for these cardiovascular problems. So the takeaway I would say is, don't worry if you happen to be at a job where you have to sit a lot, but it's still worth trying to get up and use a standing desk or get up for different things so that you are using those muscles and decrease your risk.
Good deal. All right. Standing desk is still a good gift then.
Okay, so sitting for long periods of time may not cause you to gain weight, but it actually can still be harmful for your health. So let's talk about getting up and moving.
Getting on the right schedule for this.
When's the best time to actually exercise? They always say in the morning and all that, but
yeah,
is that true?
Actually it's pretty simple. It's whenever you can continue to do it consistently, right? So for elite athletes, there is some controversy about this, whether it would be better in the morning or later in the day, depending on your hormones and your sleep levels. But for most of us in general, it's just if you can get into the habit and then do it consistently, that's where it's going to make a difference. Doesn't really matter that much if it's in the morning or if it's in the evening.
Right, if you're having success, it's working.
Exactly.
Yeah,
so if you're a morning person, then maybe the morning makes sense. On the other hand, if you're not a morning person, don't restrict your sleep. Don't try to do all these things to fight against your body to do it in the morning, because you're most likely not going to stick with that.
You don't want to do it too close to bedtime, right?
Exactly, because it can make you more activated as opposed to sleepy instead.
Yeah.
So you want to wait about.
It's hard to make yourself exercise right before bed too. It's like the last thing you want to do anyway. So that's good at least.
True enough. If you can coordinate with a class or something else that you like, or other people who want to go with you, that's probably the best. And the amount of exercise isn't actually. It doesn't have to be that high. So we say 1 hour and 15 minutes for moderate exercise. So if you're walking really fast through the parking lot and things like that per week, and then just multiply that by, so the other way. So 2 hours and 30 minutes if you're walking really fast, and then divide that by half to 1 hour and 15 minutes if you're really exercising, like on the treadmill and stuff.
Good deal. All right.
You know what else makes it really hard to exercise?
The weather, the cold.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about.